This is sick. Conjo livery EK. Of the newer Civic Type Rs, this has got to be my favorite. But can we talk about the Supra though?
Behind the parachute is a actively registered and insured license plate and a hitch.
This is probably one of the best and most overhyped JDM cars.
Absolutely.
All right, it is Saturday morning. It is the morning of Drivenshow, and as you can see, we have the Integra here. It is finally wrapped.
Now I need to say a huge thank you to Ravuni for sending me the vinyl. They helped me out big time on this. They helped transform the quality and the look of the car. The wrap itself is a really high quality, and it's very easy to work with if you're new to working with vinyl. It's a great material. So if you want to get some of your own, use code TAG, TEG at checkout, and you can get yourself a little discount there. Anyways, back into the video.
And it is running with the turbo. I'm super stoked to have it out here. It's very last minute, you know, we got everything put together last night at like 2 in the morning. We even finished up a couple of the last touches this morning, like while we were here at the show. Things like I put my badge on the front, you know, a couple other detail bits, but for the most part, it's ready to go. It's not as perfect as I was hoping it to be. I really want to be able to do more with the engine bay and get the engine bay looking a lot nicer, but for the fact that this car was running naturally aspirated like not even 3 weeks ago, the fact that we're here running with a turbo is pretty phenomenal. So I'm stoked on that. But yeah, we're gonna start right off. We're gonna go walk around. We're gonna see some of the cars. The public hasn't been let in yet. This is all just kind of like the staging and everything. So we're gonna go check out some of the cars, and I'll take you guys with me, and we'll show you all of my favorite cars, all of Morgan's favorite cars, and yeah, let's go check these cars out.
We've got, sorry, no way around.
The suspension coming out of the hood, that's crazy.
I've never seen that before.
I've seen cantilever stuff like in cars, not outside of the car. That's crazy.
Look, there's people looking at my car. They're probably making fun of it.
Yeah, they're definitely making fun of it.
All right, let's go. There's a lot of cars here that we've seen in the past years, but there's also quite a few cars I'm noticing that I don't actually recognize.
Yeah, there's a lot of new builds this year.
Which is really exciting to see, because
there's a booth over that way that I'm very excited to see.
This is sick.
Sub60 booth here is insane.
I don't think I've actually ever seen one of these. I don't think I've ever seen a Technica in person before. I've been to like Monterey Car Week and all these like crazy events, and I don't think I've ever seen one of these, or at least noticed it. I don't know.
It's all around.
Something like this would blend in at Monterey Car Week. Small wheel S13 is peak. Yeah, that's
it's like the paint jobs. Everyone's got their own taste, but small wheel S13, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially with the mismatch with the long champs on it, it's very good.
This is sick. Conjo livery EK.
Yeah, got the right tire rating. It's good.
Yeah, this is awesome. This makes me miss being in Japan and actually seeing these cars like out and about.
Bye bye.
Yeah, I got the bye bye.
Got the no
good racing hand. You know what's funny? I didn't know this. I learned this from a friend of mine who actually like went on the loop with Kanjo racers.
Yeah.
Bro, the reason that they have these like mesh, I don't know what you call it, but that guard
window
there,
net.
yeah, the window net, is so that the cameras can't see their faces.
Yep.
Because they have facial recognition in cameras all over the place, and so they use those nets so you can't actually properly see the faces, so that you're able to get away with the street racing they do.
All right, so we got the driven cars here. These are super cool. We got the Mark V Supra with the Paul Walker livery, and then of course we've got the Toretto Charger. That's super sick. Definitely.
Oh yeah. I love off-road Cayennes.
Off-road Cayennes are dope. I would love to have one at some point. There's one down there as well. But can we talk about the Supra though? This is like peak like 12-year-old car guy car.
Yeah,
like 12-year-old Logan would be losing his absolute mind if he were to see this right now. Don't get me wrong, it's still amazing, still super cool.
It's a well done replica.
This appeals to like my childhood right here.
Yeah, it's a well done replica, but it doesn't appeal to me as much now as it did 10 years ago.
I don't know, it still gets me geeked when I see it, I can't lie.
But the EG Civic on the TEs, I love this color. What color is this, you think?
It's a Honda color, but I'm pretty sure it's a Honda color.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this color before.
It's an OEM color from this era.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do really like it.
I love it. I love the, the Type 1 sticker with the spoon box in the trunk.
Yeah, that's sick. I should have bought one of those when I was at Type 1.
Still can.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. Of the newer Civic Type Rs, this has got to be my favorite.
Of every Type R, FD2 is by far and away, in my opinion, the best Type R ever made.
Personally, I'd probably take an EK9 over it just because it's a classic and it's like that era that I've always had.
But this is spectacular because this is a car you can take on the track. It's a car you can daily.
I know it's a hot take, but FD2, best Type R. I've heard from a lot of people that it is, I mean, in my opinion, it's one of the best looking, and I've heard from a lot of people it is the best driving Type R out there.
I won't even argue that. Well, this front end it just looks good.
The front end is good, the rear end is good, the proportions are good.
Yeah.
You can fit wide wheels underneath it without having to do anything crazy. Like, it's a good car stock, and it's an even better car if you want to modify it.
Exactly, yeah. But Morgan,
is that a...
I'm not finishing that sentence.
Yeah, I'm not either. But that's a big turbo though. Dang.
It's honestly small for a Supra.
That is honestly small for a Supra, yeah, but that's sick. Everyone loves a good 2J. We got Trenton's S2000 right here. This thing's sick. You know what my favorite part about this car is?
What?
You want to see what my favorite part is? The red seats, bro. The red interior is
red
spectacular.
interior with the carbon hardtop.
Yeah, with the carbon hardtop, it's so good. If I ever have an S2K, I need to have one with red interior. I'm gonna point something out, Morgan.
Yeah, so R35.
R35.
Very obviously a fast car. It's got carbon quarter windows, Lexan rear window, a cage, and a parachute.
And a parachute.
But behind the parachute is a actively registered and insured license plate. And a hitch.
that's awesome.
I want to know more about the hitch though. What is this guy towing with this
It's a drag and drive car, so when you're doing drag and drive events,
Yeah.
you cannot have a support vehicle.
Oh, so
So you have to bring your tires, your tools, all your spare parts, anything like that, you have to bring with you for a week on the road. So a lot of the guys will buy a trailer to tow all their stuff with them.
And he's towing the trailer with this thing. That is so awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so he's done, I mean, you can see all the stickers in the window, but he's done Sick Week twice. He's done Rocky Mountain Race Week a few times, which are all drag and drive events in the States.
That's super cool.
And if you look in the interior, carbon dash, but still has the stock radio.
Stock radio is awesome.
And I can't imagine those seats are very comfortable.
Yeah, they don't really look comfortable, but you know what they look like?
Light.
They look like light, go fast seats.
Yes.
Awesome.
I love this car.
Dude, this makes me, I miss.
Moon discs.
He does have moon discs. That's sick, actually. I do like that.
I need moon discs for my car.
These are super. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. The carbon mirrors are nice. I kind of want to get Gannies for the Integra.
Ganadors, because real Ganadors are way too much money.
Yeah, exactly. This is sick. It is the BC car. Look at that. Is that a spoon exhaust? I think so.
I don't really want to get on the ground to find out, but
But it looks like one.
it does.
It's sick though. This is very nice. He's got the SR3s as well. I need these seats for my Integra desperately.
I'm not going to tell you what to do or not to do.
This is probably one of the best and most overhyped JDM cars.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. But notice how I say best and most overhyped.
The problem that I have with the R34 is you can get two of these for the cost of one of those right now.
That's actually very true.
30
Like
years
easily too. But at the same time, if I could choose between the two, I'm taking this any day. Super clean. I honestly, if I were to ever have an R34 as well, I'd want one in white like this.
I'm going to be honest, if I'm buying a Nissan,
Yeah.
it's got to
Oh,
be
gotta
one
be
of
the Datsun. Yeah, wow.
these. With the watts,
The Datsun Z, that's so nice.
this is, endless brakes
Wonderful
too.
car,
Look at
wonderful
the endless
car.
brakes.
This is nice.
Supercharged. I personally love European cars on Japanese wheels.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a must.
It's good.
I feel like Japanese wheels on European cars is even better than Japanese wheels on Japanese
If we want
cars.
to talk about Japanese wheels on European cars,
Yes?
this takes the cake.
Oh, that's phenomenal. That is too good. Would you look at that? I was not expecting to see that here.
Is it gated?
Is it gated?
It is not.
Doesn't even matter, bro. It's still a beautiful car.
Good spec.
Great
The
spec.
TEs, the spec on the TEs is very good.
Yeah, they fit well. We like this Altezza, this drift spec Altezza.
The fitment's good. The wheel choice is good. I love the pinstripe down the side.
Yeah, the pinstripe,
it's a nice
honestly,
line.
the pinstripe makes the car. I can't even lie.
It's good. I've been debating doing like a white pinstripe on the Integra.
I like that.
I think a pinstripe on the Integra could work really well.
All right, check this out. We've got a supercharged D Series Civic SI. I think it's an SI.
I believe so.
But this thing's sick. It's got a full spoon livery on the car. Looks really, really good.
He tracked it. He retracts it.
Yeah, the car gets tracked. But I want to point out
Just how clean this engine bay is.
Can we also point out that, like, I want to say it was less than a month ago, he blew this up.
That's true. This motor was
is a
blown
new
up.
motor.
This is a new motor that was just swapped into the car. That's super cool. Yeah, this looks really, really tidy in here. This is what I want my bay to look like at some point soon.
it'll be a long
Half rad
time.
and tucked.
Yeah, that's the big one. Half rad and tucked.
If you do a half rad, we could move the turbo out a little bit, and it would be so much less of a hassle.
It's very true. This is very true.
Yeah, this would be sick to. This would be super fun to drive.
Although I do think the fact that this is a D series makes it look like there's a lot more room in here than there is. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can stand in his engine bay.
You probably, actually, not probably, you definitely could just stand in his engine bay.
I don't want to do it.
That's so
If
funny.
Ian was around, I would ask, but I don't want to do it.
No, this is sick. Yeah, this is dope. All right, so this is the Sub60 Racing booth. This is probably, no, not probably, this is my favorite booth here. And I would have to say this FD is probably my favorite car at the show itself. But what do you think, Morgan?
I mean, Mazda Speed front bumper, Mazda Speed wing,
Absolutely.
Spirit R seats, ITB 20B clear outer, the Rega Masters, the Project New brakes.
Yeah.
It's just such a well put together car.
It absolutely is. Honestly,
The big thing about this car for me is the Mazda Speed kit. Like this
this is not something you see often, and when you see it, it's never this good.
I've never seen a Mazda Speed kit on any car except for this one.
I've seen one once, and it was in Japan at a Peaches meet. And that's where you're gonna see the best of the best. So the fact that this is here in Calgary, Alberta, and it's this immaculate is super, super cool.
Another thing that I want to add, this guy drove this here 4 hours.
Really, hey?
I've seen him driving it home from Vancouver.
That's super
And
cool.
to add on to that, no wipers.
He doesn't have any wipers, that's true. Let's hope he doesn't hit the rain.
But like he says, the devil's in the details.
Yeah, this is very true. This is very true. No, this is a gorgeous car. From the Mazda Speed kit to the 20B with the ITBs to the Spirit R seats. Super clean interior. Absolutely everything about this car is quite literally perfect. I don't think that I've ever seen a RX-7 I've liked more. I've seen some pretty crazy RX-7s out there.
Oh yeah.
But this is by far this is by far my favorite RX-7 I've ever
Very
seen.
happy that with this iteration, the aero now matches the engine setup.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. And then let's talk about this Miata too. They just finished building this Miata, and again, ITBs, super clean setup.
The nicest NA Miata I've ever seen.
I agree. Yeah, this is everything about this is like very attention to detail. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Super cool car. All right, so I was walking up to this Ranger, and I mean, of course, everyone loves a Ranger, but I want to know, what was specific about, what makes this car special that it's in the show? And as I got closer, I saw this, and I realized this Ranger is an EV. This is an electric vehicle. He doesn't fill it up with gas. He has to charge this thing in order to drive it. This is super cool. I want to know where he put the batteries. And
I'm guessing based off of the bolts running through the bed, it's all under the bed.
probably mounted, right under the bed floor. And the second thing I want to know is,
does it still have anything in the engine bay?
other thing I want to know is it full electric or is it a hybrid? Did he add the motors to it?
Let me add one more thing.
Yep.
That is a 5-speed shift off.
So it very well could be hybrid
Or full EV.
or full EV.
That's an EV,
There's
there's no engine there.
no engine?
No.
Oh, you're totally right. There is, I don't know how well you can see on camera, but there is no engine in that engine bay. All the cars here, they have to put a trash bag under their car to keep them from leaking. Does this still need a trash bag?
It's a Ford product. It probably will still find a way to leak oil.
That's very true.
All right, so this is really, really cool. It looks like an unfinished car, and that's because it actually is. This is a 997 that later today, Nakai-san himself will actually be putting the RWB kit on it and getting it all finished up. This is incredibly cool to see here, and I don't know how well I'll be able to film the actual building of the kit later, because this whole area, I guarantee you, is gonna be super, super packed with people. He started working on the car last night. There was like a private invite only meet, which unfortunately we were not able to make it to because we were finishing up the Integra, but we should be able to see him working on the car today.
All right, and just like that, the show is getting wrapped up. As you can see,
Everybody is starting to pack up their booths and their stuff.
but don't click away just yet. We're gonna get a quick video of some of the rollouts.